Welcome to the happy place, all my crafty friends. Let's see who's here. I think I saw that Norma's back with us. We missed you, Norma. Glad you can make it back. Very glad to see that you're with us again. Let's see. Today, I'm actually kind of going a little bit of a different route. And I hope you all come along with me for the journey, because what I do, you will be able to use it for card making, but I'm going to veer away from cards a little bit and into junk journaling a little bit more. And today I'm actually going to work on a mass make, and it's something that I started watching a gentleman by the name of Carrie Griffiths, and he's Carrie the Crafter, and he's on YouTube. He has a really good channel, and I actually have been watching a lot of his mass makes, and this happens to be one of them. But do not fear, because you can use it with card making, because what we're going to do is make stamps, faux stamps, because I'm trying to build up my collection. But what, you need to open the studio.
It's
Sorry.
open right there. Oh, it's open right there.
Well, why does it not say that it's open over here? Hold on one second. We're having technical difficulties. Just one quick second. Okay, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why it's saying something over here. Okay, that's okay. All right, so anyways, that's what we're going to be working on. And it does transfer to cards, because you could use the same technique to make cards that have stamps on them. Now, these happen to be larger, but you could make them smaller. And this is another one that you could make these as stamps, individual stamps, and still emboss it even. And this is another one where, you know, I used kind of stamps to make one image, but you could still use stamps to make the face of a card. So I just want you to see that. And we're going to get started. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of book paper, and I have a bunch of washi tape. Now, when I started this, I was realizing that not all washi tape apparently is see-through. Most of it is, but not all of it is.
Well, I guess it's kind of good.
Yeah, it is good that it's not all see-through, and then some that I thought may not be. Like, do you think this one's see-through?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is see-through. I didn't think this one was.
You can see the image, the other images.
Right. And that's pretty much how you tell, except this one you can't really see another image, and this one is see-through. And that one is as well. But I had some picked out, like these, because I thought they would make really cute stamps, but these are not see-through. And so, yeah, you could probably still use them, and we may try it, but I'm not going to do them on books, because you're not going to be able to see the words through that, right? This happens to be an old children's book. But something else that's important is you need to make sure that they're going the same way. Like, all these are going across. You need to make sure that, so this whole sheet, they'll need to go across as well. And because sometimes they do definitely have a direction. Like those other hearts, they do have a direction. Oh, I was going to do 2 of each. Let's see. Let me do another strip of that. This one here. And I'm just kind of guessing how long of a strip they are. here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you guys, but it was a beautiful day here today. It had been very cold, and today it felt spring-like again, finally. Right in time for Easter weekend. So, I have a really cute Easter card coming up this week, so stay tuned for that. I hope you watch that. And also, I did make my very first junk journal. I actually made it for Miss Sophia, and I did a video of that, but that will not be hitting until next month. But it was when I made that video that I realized, when I made my first journal, that I realized it really would help to have some things mass made. So that's why we are doing this. Now these I do not have in that nifty little container. So you could help me out with that, so
What?
if you wanted to. You see these?
Yeah.
These, you could get them started for me. If you just get them. Isn't this a neat one?
Yeah.
I thought this one was really cool. I thought it would make, and this is a really good way to use up your washi tape.
Well, what do you mean get them started? Like, just this?
Yeah, just, and not even that much, just a tiny little bit. Well, that one you can't even really see the, oh, it says Big City. I didn't realize it said that. Okay, there's that one. Let's do another one. And when you're doing mass makes, this is what, you know, makes it go so quick, is that, you know, you're doing things kind of like in an assembly line of sorts. And, you know, that's kind of right up my alley. I like doing things like that. So, this one is Christmas, I know, but I thought, oh, I might eventually do a Christmas album of sorts. So,
Album?
or not album, but junk journal. So, this would be,
Suddenly you're a singer.
well, no, we used to call, like, photo books albums back in the day. They were called photo albums.
Well, you just said album, and album is like...
Right, okay, I get where you're coming from with that, for sure. Sorry, I confused you there. Didn't mean to.
That was not my fault.
This one's got Easter eggs, actually. It's kind of cute. And we can probably fit one more on here. Let's do the balloons. These are a little bit thicker. They'll make a little bit bigger stamps, which is kind of nice. Got one person. Not a lot tonight. I wondered if it would drop off a little bit now that the weather's getting nicer a little bit. And it is still kind of early in the evening. A lot of people are eating dinner around this time. We always, when we're having lives, we usually try to eat a little earlier. We had cheese steaks tonight. They were pretty good. I thought this one was kind of cool, and it would make a really neat, kind of like a longer stamp. And here we go. Is that all of them?
Yeah.
Did I chew of every one of them? I think I did. All right. Okay, so I kind of got this blue mat down because we are going to use glue sticks, and it gets a little bit messy. And I need, sorry about my arm there, folks. We're going to use these little scissors. Now, when I did this first set, I thought, sorry, that the two stamps, the two hearts together looked pretty good. So I think that's what I'm going to stick with this. And we're just going to cut these out. And you do want to kind of try to make sure they're kind of straight, which this one is not. There we go. That's a little bit better. Move these ones that are done over here. And you tired?
Yes, very.
I should be tired, but I'm not. The dog next door woke me up at 6 o'clock this morning. And it's spring break around here, so I did not have to get up at 6 o'clock this morning, but the dog next door.
You don't have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning when I have school either.
No, I know. But I usually do get up around 7. Now that the time changed, I've been getting up around 7. I was getting up around 6 before the time changed. See
6
here.
and 7? You used to wake up at like 9.
Yeah, back in the day, didn't I?
Yeah.
I did used to sleep in. I loved sleeping in. Now, I can't do it for some reason. I'm not any good at it anymore. I think Richard and Greg went to the, what do you call it? The river or whatever.
Oh.
It's back to where they're able to go again. So
That's good.
I don't know if they come back or not by Monday.
Did you ask him?
I haven't talked to him today. Oh, there's Court. Hi, guys. Hi, Court.
Normally they only stay at the river on the weekends.
Let's see. How do I want to do this? Should I do these longer or should I do them in little squares? Because it's not going to really matter where I cut them. Although I think I want to trim this a little bit more. I don't have any of the really, really thick washi tape. If you did that, these would be that, you know, the ones that are thicker, they would make bigger stamps for sure. What do you think? Here?
Yeah.
Or here?
First one.
Here.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. We're just going to cut these. And these don't have, I mean, they just can't kind of keep repeating, so I'm just going to cut a few of them there. All right. And do the same thing for these. This is in no way an instructional on how to do this. If you really, really want to know how to do it, for sure, I would look up Carrie Griffin. It's C-R-I, Carrie the Crafter. He has his own YouTube channel. I just found him this last week. And I really like him. I've watched a lot of his stuff already. And this just happens to be one of his mass makes. And since I am new to junk journaling and trying to build up my stash, I thought what a good time to do it would be while I'm chatting and crafting with you all. So, because it's something that's easy to do and you can still talk. Court, are you enjoying your break?
I am. I hate school.
It won't be, you know, it's always funny because right after spring break, then it's like, before you know it, school's out for the summer.
Right? Well, we have
You
state
know.
testing after spring break, so.
Yeah. You know, other countries, they don't do state testing.
I don't know why we have to do
Like,
it.
they don't do testing like we do.
Like,
They
some
don't, they
people-
actually, I saw a thing about it the other day that they think the fact that we do it is ridiculous.
Some people just don't test well, and I'm some people.
You're some people. Let's see. How do we want to divide this one? Let's see.
Courtney said, yes, I'm a Bloxburg role player.
We could do, let's do this one and here. And we'll do it there. We'll do you. I think I want to trim this just a little bit on that side. And maybe make this one 2 small ones. Okay. You know, I've been looking around my house. It's so funny because I have always been somebody who's kind of a keeper. Like, I do like to keep things. I've tried to get better about it over the years because it does drive my children a little bit nuts.
A keeper is a nice way of saying a hoarder.
Yeah. I have been accused, but I have done better about it over the years. Don't you think?
Better than you were.
Right. Better than I used to be. But I still am. I probably still do keep things. But now it's like, oh my gosh, I wish I wouldn't have gotten rid of that because I could use it for my junk journals. Like, not that long ago, I got rid of tons and tons of cookbooks because I'm like, everything's on the internet. You don't really need cookbooks anymore. But, I could have used them for my junk journals. Why did I get rid of them? Especially, like, I had one of the old Betty Crocker ones. The red and white one. And, like, and I got rid of it.
Oh, well. Can't go back in time. Wish I could turn back time.
Now I, like, want to go to Goodwill and start looking for books and
oh, yeah, that would be fun.
Stuff like that, to use. But my problem is because it comes with so much stuff. I think we're going to do 2 cupcakes for each one of these. Because it comes with so much stuff, it's like then I'm kind of having to relook at my craft room. Like, this one will do 3. Where am I going to store all this stuff? Because my craft room is a decent size, but it's not huge. So then I got to kind of move things around. And
yeah, what are you going to, like, okay, if you think about this, if you're doing this in, like, a few years, you're going to have, like, millions and millions of cards.
Well, that's why I never said I was a card maker. I'm a crafter. I do all kinds of crafts. I've said that many times. So, and I have been wanting, I've been talking about wanting to try to do a junk journal. So, and I have a ton of cards.
But what are you going to do with all the junk journals now?
Give them to people, I guess.
Well, you only know so many people.
I know, but I'll find something to do with them. I want to do some of these bigger. Where were the bigger ones? These ones here. Let's do some of these bigger ones. And then we'll go to the next step of this. So that you guys don't get bored to death watching me cut all these little things out.
I can do it. I want to do it. Let me do one.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't... Oh, this is like a control thing for me.
Give me a pair of scissors.
There's... Yeah, you can use those.
So what? I just cut him? Cut this right here?
Were you listening to what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So you're going to cut around the tape.
Of one strand?
Of one of them, yes. Ma'am.
Ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not old.
You don't have to be old to be a ma'am.
Yes, huh?
No, you don't.
It makes me feel old. So
Well.
now we cut this off?
Yeah, cut the end off. Those in particular I want to do in a particular way, so before you start cutting them apart, let me know. Because I'll show you where I want you to cut them.
I smooth out this end too?
Yeah, you can smooth the end out.
Alright, where do I cut it?
Alright, these in particular, I think, see how the pattern repeats?
Uh-huh.
So, like,
There.
I think here.
It's a big stamp.
But why didn't you cut the bottom of it?
Because you told me to just do the ends.
No, I told you to cut the top and the bottom. Alright. Whatever. Okay, so
I'm
I'm
trying
gonna
to help you
take.
here.
Yes, I know. I'm trying not to stress about you helping me. I'm trying not to stress about it. All right, this is a piece of old book paper. It's, you know, discolored, but it's not discolored a ton. I tried to use craft paper. That's what I used for these. And for these, I used old newspaper. Like, I have this old newspaper from 1977. But
Whoa, that's antique.
it is.
Why are you cutting it up? That should belong in a museum.
No, it shouldn't. Do you know how much paper and stuff like that there's around? Anyways, I decided not to use this for this purpose because when you put the tape over it, you can't really see the pretty aged color of it anymore. So that's when I went back to just using, just the books because, you know, you don't see that part. And I think that this craft paper is actually kind of too dark for around the outside of the stamps. So I want to try to use this.
I think I did it wrong, but...
Well,
I think I did it wrong, but
it's okay.
it's okay. I'll try better this time.
Thanks.
So when the thing repeats,
Yeah, when it repeats.
every time it says, okay, sorry.
Liberty.
Okay, well
See?
that's what I did with that one. There's only 2 liberties.
Well, this one probably should be. Oh, I don't know. Because then it's going to say, it's fine. Okay, anyways, so you're going to take your glue gun. You're not glue gun, but your glue stick. And you're just going to put some glue on the back of it. And you're going to put it down here. And you're going to leave space in between them. And like around them. Everybody else has like a book. I don't have a book to do this on. So I've just been kind of doing it on my hand. I noticed all the other people I've watched, they like put it on a book and then they do, I don't know what they do with the book pages. I haven't figured that out yet. Like I said, I'm new to all this, so. Oh, and I don't feel like I got that edge down. And I don't really, I'm not real familiar with using, like maybe if we did it like this. I just feel like I'm going to get glue all over me doing this, but we'll see. That's why I put this mat down, because earlier I was doing it and I was doing it on the glass mat and it was making a horrible mess and I'm like, ugh, I don't want to have to deal with that.
So, okay, I cut this one here.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's fine. Just make sure you cut it in the same place every time. That's all that really...
But they're not going to be the same length.
It's okay. We're not striving for perfection here. We're just mass making a bunch of stamps.
I'm striving for perfection.
Well, they don't need to be.
Here we go. Now, what about the balloons? Where do I...
I would do... I think every 2... let's do every 2. Do every 2. Here. And...
It's making a mess. Everything's blowing on the ground.
We have our little fan on in here. Because it was kind of warm in here. That's the only thing, like, you know, it's like, I feel like you go straight from running the heater to running the air conditioning. It just, there's no, like, in between anymore. And I really don't want to have to put the ACs on yet. So, I'm like...
They're so loud.
They are loud. I'm worried about that with you know, recording. Because there is one that's, like, right here. And I'm wondering how that's going, if it's, you know, the microphone's going to pick it up. Although, Courtney said that it didn't pick up the dog barking, which still kind of blows my mind. But
Courtney's also kind of deaf, so.
she's not deaf. No, she's not.
You sure about that?
I don't think she is.
She's not. I'm just kidding. Courtney can hear very well.
Don't make fun of my Courtney.
You're Courtney.
I'll have to mess you up.
Okay. This one's only gonna be 2 balloons. Should I cut it in half?
No. Make 1 3 and 1 2. That's fine.
Alright.
We're not doing rocket science here.
This is rocket
We're just
science.
making a bunch of little cute little stamps. And you know, I figured, I'm not sure all my, thank you. Oh, that just got all over the floor that I just swept. That's okay. I'm not sure, you know, that all my junk journals are going to be, you know, I think they'll all be different. Because like I've already got all these themes kind of like, because I want to do like some girly ones and, you know, some farm ones and
Farm?
yeah, like, you know, rustic kind of like farm animal type things.
If I had a cow, I would name it Betsy.
Betsy?
Yeah.
Why Betsy?
Or Hamlet.
Hamlet would be a good name for a pig.
Yeah, pig.
Hamlet.
I'm
Get
also
it.
if I had chicken, I would name it Bartholomew and Helga.
What were your teacher's chickens? What were they? Did he name them?
No,
Or?
he didn't name them. He doesn't have that kind of relationship with his chickens, I guess.
Oh. Is he gonna eat them?
Eat them?
Or does he just have them to lay eggs? I don't know.
I
Wow,
wasn't
that
there.
works.
I don't know.
Ask Courtney.
Courtney,
What's your teacher's name again?
Mr. Durfler.
Durfler. She has lots of teachers. This is why I don't always remember all their names. But I usually remember his name because it's like Durfler. Courtney, what's Mr. Durfler going to do with his chickens?
Yeah.
Are
He did name them. No, they're his pet chickens. See,
They're pets?
I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Some people do have pets as chickens. But I still think, like,
Chickens as pets.
right, yeah. That they'll, like, then he'll probably, like, have them lay eggs. Usually if they're pets, that's what they do. If they don't plan on, like, KFC in them.
Mom, that's so bad.
I know, but I don't know how else to put that. Like, there's no politically correct way to put that.
To making them food. You could just say that.
Okay, well.
Not KFC them. That's brutal.
Yeah, but if you're going to have them, you might as well have them that way, right? KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
But if your chicken...
I like these bigger ones. I think I'll do more of that size. I need to get some washi tape that's this size. What is this size? Let's see. It's like 3/4. This is a really good size, actually.
Hey, bad, no KFC. That's what Courtney said.
No KFC. No Kentucky Fried
I
Chicken.
forgot about KFC, actually.
I know we haven't had KFC in a long time.
You know what's the best from KFC? Their mac and cheese.
They do have good mac and cheese.
And their cookies. Their warm cookies. Ooh, you know it sounds so good. Some warm Krispy Kreme donuts. Yummy. That sounds so good.
I think we're losing viewers. They're like, I'm not into this. Norma came on, but then she left, or she's not talking, one or the other.
See, look.
I don't know if you all saw Crafters Relay with Tracy and Bill on it the other night. They did a really good job. It was so much fun to watch. It was a lot of fun to watch. And, I watch it anyways, usually to, be introduced to crafters that I'm not aware of, because I've, been introduced to a lot of new crafters that way. But, it was kind of cool. I thought she did such a good job. She really did a great job.
See, look, there's a chicken.
We need another
They're actually
piece.
they're actually ducks. They're not chickens.
Let's do...
Are these chickens or are they ducks?
Those are chickens. They're just little chickens.
Baby chicks.
Baby chicks.
Yeah.
Didn't you say they'll start laying eggs like in... Oh, no, that was Carmen that told me that. Right? They take some 6 weeks, I think.
The baby chicks?
Yeah.
To lay eggs?
To lay eggs. Yeah, I think Carmen told me that. I don't know where Carmen and Linda are tonight.
I don't know.
I do not know, ma'am.
Courtney, I know they're chickens. I know that now. They look like ducks with their feet. They have webbed toes.
Well... Oh, Norma's still on there. She said hi, Courtney. See?
Oh, yeah. We have 2 people.
That's fine.
It's okay.
I'm okay with that. 2 people is better than no people. The way I figure it.
I want a pet chicken. Actually,
That's not happening. A lot of people get chickens and bunnies around Easter time, and then they don't know how to take care of them, and it just is a whole thing, and it's never turns out good.
Do you remember when Sadie's friend had a bunny, or is that a turtle? Do they have both?
Chelsea?
Yeah,
Chelsea, they had a bunny, yes.
and a turtle.
I don't remember if they had a turtle, but I know they had a bunny. I remember that.
They had a
She
turtle.
just had a baby.
I know. A little boy.
Yeah, a little boy.
She's a nurse, right?
Yeah. It's really
They
cute.
turned out to be complete opposites.
It's so funny it's just a weird feeling when your kids' friends start having kids of their own. It's like, wait a minute. When did I get this old? That now my kids' friends are having their own kids. And it seems just like yesterday that my kids were that little. It's a weird feeling, that's for sure. But
period.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
But I am a grandma, so it makes sense that other people would be grandparents too. So I don't know why it's so weird for me.
You've been a grandma.
Yeah, I've been a grandma for
almost 7 years now.
7 years. Yeah.
So I was 7 years old. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, Mads is 7 years.
Almost
Today,
7.
Yeah, almost. She'll be 7 in August. Today I was designing a bingo card, and I wanted to, to make it my own, so I was changing the numbers on it, and so that I could print them for my junk journals. And so I made the numbers. I made sure that there was all of your ages.
What?
That you are now on the bingo card.
Is there 13 on there?
There is. And there's a 14 too. Because I was like, oh, I better put 14 too, because... But yeah, I put all your ages on there. And mine. I asked the G person earlier today while I was making dinner, because I was thinking about this. Because I was watching, it was Margaret today. Or yesterday, it was sometime I was watching her, and she was talking about how, my hands are getting so, these glue sticks are messy. If you're not used to using glue sticks, there's got to be an easier way to do this. Maybe that's why they do it in the book. Maybe it keeps them from getting glue on them so much. I don't know. But, or maybe I need to be using tweezers or something. But anyways, what was I talking about? Squirrel. Margaret. Oh, she was talking about how something from the 1980s was vintage. And I'm thinking, huh?
Yeah.
What do you mean it's vintage? It's not really vintage. The 80s wasn't that long ago.
The 80s was 40 years ago, Mom.
Yeah, but...
That's vintage.
So I asked, no, 50 is vintage. It has to be over between 50 and 100 years for it to be considered vintage
So you're
here in
vintage?
the United States. Yes, I am. I lost that. Where'd it go? Can you get that piece? Thank you. Yeah. So.
Carmen's on.
Aw, hey Carmen. Yeah. So anything after 50, between 50 and 100 years, is vintage, and then over 100, it's antique.
Huh.
So it would have to be the 70s and back, but not the 80s. The 80s wouldn't be vintage yet. It's retro, but it's not.
Some people say like the 2000s is vintage, so.
I had a spider web and the end of the glue.
Ew, a real one?
Yeah, it was a spider web.
Ew.
I'm like, how long was that there?
Yeah. So you're vintage?
So I'm vintage. Yes, I am.
I'm not vintage, I'm trendy.
Well, okay. You're still a baby. You're still young. Look, I'm almost done with this. Carmen, in case you're wondering what we're doing, I'm mass making stamps, which you can use for junk journals or your art journals, or you can use them
Cards.
to make card fronts, if that's what you want to do. But anyways, I'm trying to build up my stash, so I thought instead of working on a card today, I would try this and see how that goes, because I am really interested in junk journals. And yes, I get that everybody and their mother is interested in them, but it is really up my alley. And I made my first one for Sophie because she was kind of having a rough way to go there for a little bit, not feeling real great, and so I wanted to try to cheer her up. So I thought I would make her one, and I had the most fun making it, and I think I did an okay job for my first one. And I actually made it out of a paper bag, just a
Paper bag.
just a lunch bag, because I saw, gosh, it was either, I think that one might have been Linda from Camilla Crafts. I think she might have been the one that I've been watching the three of them a lot. And look, we're almost done already. This has gone pretty quick, actually. I mean, look, and there's going to be quite a few of these.
Why'd you do these all in clusters right here?
Because I'm going to cut them apart.
Oh, yeah. Oh, now I know what you're doing.
Yeah, this is like, this white part around here is going to be the
Brown part on
the
that.
brown part here.
How are you going to make those swivels?
Oh, I forgot to do these. Here, will you cut these apart while I'm talking?
Gosh darn it.
Okay, wait. I have a stamp. Sorry about my arm, folks. Here we go.
There's two of them.
Whoops. Oh, there's the eggs, too. Yeah, I was like, that went really quick. So I have this, and I have this one that I thought I would use to stamp on these. And I'm thinking I'm going to stamp on them before I cut them. Did you see this cool little washi tape thing? I got it at Target forever ago. And it is really cool.
Everybody loves Target.
However, you know, if you're like me, I have way too much washi tape to just... I cannot afford to be buying a ton of these. And actually, I'm going to... I don't leave them unrolled like this. I unrolled them for... Did I do this? Yeah, I did do that
What
one.
do you want me to cut? Like here, here.
I would do like the unicorn should be 1.
Alright.
And then just kind of make the other ones that size. But this is a really good way. You know, everybody's always looking for ways to use washi tape. Because, you know, and that gentleman I've been watching, Carrie, the crafter, he doesn't trust washi tape. So he glues all of his washi tape down. Like, he wouldn't have just stuck it to the paper, to the book paper. He puts glue on it before he sticks it down because he doesn't trust it. All right. Let's see. We're gonna do this one. And Carrie says to just willy-nilly because that's what the post office does because they don't really care. And so we shouldn't either. And so we're just going to kind of make sure. I'm wondering if I should have put more room between some of these.
Yeah, I was thinking
I guess
the same
we'll
thing.
find out.
Carmen said I don't trust it either.
The washi tape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, he was saying, I guess there's a way to, if it goes bad, to bring it back. But he didn't say what that was. Because I know I have some that's pretty old. But all of this stuck pretty well.
I don't know how washi tape could go bad.
It loses its stickiness. You know, just like anything else, I suppose.
I don't understand.
But I will say, I do really think it depends on what you're sticking it on. I think that makes a big difference. I saw your video today. I am intrigued by... Whoops, I missed a couple. I'm intrigued by your... oh, what are they called? I've got like major brain fart. Watercolors. I am intrigued by the watercolor palette. I kind of want to try... I saw some kind of like like some glittery type watercolor palettes that I thought looked really cool. This one, I really just want... I almost thought about cutting this one because I really just want those waves.
Don't cut it, Mom. Carmen said warm it up in the microwave, the washi tape.
Oh. Well, there you go.
Well, I guess that's kind of simple.
Yeah. Although, how long? I mean, like...
30 seconds.
Is that what you said?
No. Okay.
That's what you said?
That's what I said. I mean, like, not a minute. That's way too much. It doesn't need a minute to hot up the glue, you know? It takes a minute.
That one kind of just smeared. I don't know that I like this one that much. I think I like the circle one better.
Then stop doing them and do the circle one.
Yeah, I think I am going to. And it was way easier. I like the circle one better. It just reminds me of mail more. I don't know why. I'm going to do the circle one and not do that one. Now watch, I'll get it upside down. But I guess it doesn't really matter according to Carrie, right? According to Carrie, it doesn't really matter if you get it upside down, right side up.
Well, don't do a bunch of them upside down now.
I'm not trying to. Oh, are they upside down?
Yes.
Oh, they are upside down.
Oh my gosh.
There you go. How could you read that from clear there? I have my glasses on, and I still couldn't read it.
Because the letters don't look right. It's small to big. It should be big to small. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. All right. Is this... Did I only have 2 sheets? Yeah, right.
Yeah, because I'm doing the other ones here.
Okay. All right. I made a mess. All right. Now, we're going to take my handy-dandy little scissors and see if we can get these cut apart.
Well, here's some more, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to move on with these, and then if I have time, I'll go back with those.
So I'm doing this for no reason?
No, you're not doing it for no reason, because eventually they will be done.
These look like bracelets that you would get at like a concert that they would slap on you. Welcome to the concert.
The slap bracelet things.
Yeah.
Okay, where do you see it? Oh, here's my purple scissors. All right, these are little wavy scissors.
Oh, that was a horrible sound.
This?
Yes.
Why is that a horrible sound?
Those are pretty scissors, though.
I figured you would like them. They're purple. Okay, let's see how we're going to do this. We're going to do it just like that.
I wonder if you could cut hair with that.
Don't even try it.
No, like, I'm seriously intrigued.
See how it, like, makes the... But I'm not sure if I put these far enough apart from each other.
Yeah, I don't think you did.
I think I'm making this... I think if I would have put them a little bit more further apart, it would have been a little easier. I think I'm making this harder on myself than it needs to be. Lesson learned. See, I make mistakes so that you don't have to. You can learn and laugh at my mistakes.
Well, no.
Why? What do you mean, no?
Laugh at your mistakes?
Sure, I'm laughing at them.
Are you though?
I am. I'm okay with it, making mistakes. That's how we learn. I've made so many mistakes in my life, it's not even funny. But I've learned a lot.
Why can't I just use the instead of hand cutting them? Wouldn't that be so much easier?
No, it's not always.
I can't even try it.
What are you trying to do? You want to use my cutter?
Yes, because my hands are cramping currently.
Except I don't want my cutter sticky, so...
Well, it's not going to make them sticky.
Right? See, look how cute that is. Okay, there's a trash bag right behind you.
Oh,
Thank you, ma'am.
I didn't see that.
Just trim these off. See how these are cute? Look how cute these are. These will be the cutest little ephemera in my junk journals.
A what?
They're called ephemera. I've been having so much fun making stuff for them. See, that worked out okay. It was a little bit tricky because they were so close together. Wait, this one needs recut. But they turned out okay, I think. They did. All right, so let's see. We're gonna do it the same way.
This is so much easier. I don't know why you had me hand cutting them.
It doesn't bother me to hand cut things, I guess.
It bothers me. Do you remember when we
I like to fussy cut. It's like relaxing for me. So
this sound is relaxing to me.
Maybe that's why I don't mind doing it.
Do you remember when we used to cut out like the coupons from the
Do you know why you did that?
box stamp things?
Yeah.
And put them in a jar. I remember that.
I used to have you guys cut coupons because that's how I taught you to learn to use scissors.
Yeah.
And to get good at it. Because kids, they want to help. They always want to help. And my kids were no different. They wanted to help. So I'm like, you get all these coupons. And then we used to get Sunday paper. And so, it's got all these coupons in it. might as well put them to work. So I would go through and take the ones out that I wanted. And then I would give them all the rest of them and just let them cut till their little hearts were content. Wait, this one here is bugging me.
Like 2 eggs, Mom?
You're going to cut them that way too?
Yeah. 2 eggs?
No, I'll cut them. Just leave them. If you really don't want to do them. I don't really want you doing them with the cutter.
Well, fine, I'll hand cut them, I guess. If you want them hand cut. 2 eggs.
Remember that there are different size stamps, so you're okay, girlfriend.
2 eggs.
Are those eggs or balloons?
Eggs.
Yeah, that's fine. 2 eggs is fine. 2 eggs is fine, ma'am. I love mask making. You know what?
I don't.
This would be so much easier. Look, we're going to do this. And then I'm going to go through and do this. Cool. Much easier. Next time I will give myself a little bit more space though. I won't try to fit so many on a page. Just better be safe than sorry. So cute.
Why are these getting sticky?
What are getting sticky?
His scissors.
Because you're cutting tape.
So? Well, that shouldn't make them sticky.
That's why I have certain scissors for certain things, ma'am.
Oh my gosh, it's all over my pants. Washi tape on my pants.
Anything else you want to complain about today?
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I have washi tape on my pants.
So, Carmen, what else are you working on? Are you working on anything good besides your watercolors? How are your chickens? Is it nice where you are?
We were just talking about chickens.
Yes, we were. Sophie's teacher brought chickens in to school on Friday?
Yeah.
On Friday. Oh, my back hurts.
Oh, that one dropped.
So we were talking about chickens earlier.
Hello. Perfect scissors to border stamps. Where'd that go?
Yes, these are. These are so old. I don't even, like... These are older than some of my kids, I think, to be honest.
Me?
Oh, they're definitely older than you. And, you know, I, until recently, have not really been using them. And now all of a sudden, I'm like coming up with all these different things I can use them for. And I'm like, yay, I can use them again. Where have they been? But I am really struggling. Like, I've been kind of watching to see what other people store their stuff in, because it does come with a lot of stuff.
Whoa, that one just flung.
But I am thinking, I think I've kind of decided that I'm going to use clear containers, because I do use clear containers for the ephemera. We're going to just scoot this right off of here into my little tray. Because that's the kind, I am the type of person that I need to see what I have, or I don't realize that I have it. Do you remember when we took that, like, that quiz about what kind of person you are? Like,
Yeah.
how you need to organize your stuff?
Yeah.
And mine for sure. I can't remember what that was.
I remember when you were telling everybody to take it.
I know. And then nobody did take it. But it was so cool. And I think I saw it on a television show.
I love taking those types of quizzes.
And there was 2 girls, and they were organizing stuff. And they were like, hey, take this quiz. And it'll tell you what your organizing style is. And my organizing style for sure is I need to be able to see it. And so if it's not clear storage in my craft room, it is labeled. I have everything has labels. That way, if I look at it, I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's there. So I think I've decided that for the junk journaling, pieces, that I'm going to store them in clear cases too. That way I just know, although part of me is like, oh, I want to get old tins and really cool like cigar boxes and
You should get those tins that like have the mints in them,
that have mints in them.
and you could like decorate them, put stuff in them. I've seen people do that before.
What are you talking about?
Like the tins with the mints in them.
The little Altoid mints?
Yes, yes.
Okay, well, number 1, I think we're gonna need bigger containers than that.
For stamps?
Not for stamps, but for like earlier this week I made those like glassine bags. Those little bags that I made out of, okay, my gosh, guys, I did this. I'm so excited about all this stuff. I'm weird that way. Earlier this week, well, I guess it was last week, maybe over the weekend, I guess I might have done it. I had ordered some napkins because I wanted to try and make tags with napkins by... Now, I definitely saw this from... Is her name Linda or Julie? I think her name might be... Hold on a minute. Let me see.
Any of those.
It's Julie from Camellia Crafts and Designs. See, I have to write this stuff down or I forget. Anyways, so Julie, I definitely saw this from her. What was I talking about? Squirrel.
Napkins.
Napkins. So you take the napkins and you use this heat and bond, and then you put them on the paper. Oh my gosh. So I got these really pretty napkins, and it was really cool. But then I had... What's wrong?
Give me the paper so I can glue this down.
Oh, you're going to glue them down for me?
We have to keep up on the comments. Carmen said, I will have a video on...
Like we are having more males than we expected. Oh, wait, that's the baby chicks. Wait a minute. You went down too far. Okay, hold on. We're going to look at some of the comments real quick. Post stamps. Remember that there are different sizes. Okay, we already did that. I love those stamps. Thank you, Norma. Hello, perfect scissors to border stamps. Aw, Valerie, thank you. I will be having a video on... Oh, artist trading cards. Yay, Carmen. I'm so excited. You need to send me your address. I would love to trade artist trading cards with you. And the baby chicks are big
looks.
Big looks. Like
Big,
we are having more males than we... Oh, more males. Uh-oh, that's not good. And Carmen said, hi, Valerie. I have storage issues too. Desperately trying to get organized. Yes, me too. That's what... I keep on wanting to do a video, like a tour of my craft room, but I keep moving things around. And so I kind of want to get them settled. My hands are like a mess. I did declutter this weekend and labeled a whole bunch of stuff, Carmen said. And labeling would be a great start. Yes, absolutely. I do think labeling is a good start. Norma, you printed a bunch of digitals today. That's really cool. And Carmen is laughing. Okay, we're caught up again,
now
I think.
we're talking about napkins.
Okay, so yes.
Julie,
do you
and the
see my hand
napkins.
sanitizer anywhere?
Oh my gosh, squirrel, for real. What is happening with you today?
Well, I've got like glue or something all over my hands. I was thinking earlier today, this is totally off the subject, another squirrel, but
Oh my gosh, you're probably
there's nothing in
Here,
here.
let me get you a hand sanitizer.
Go around the corner and get me one of the hand sanitizer thingies. I was thinking it'd be so nice to have a sink in my craft room.
What?
You need water often. Like, and I'm thinking, how can I need a jug of water or something. I don't care what it smells like, just give me one. Because look, my fingers are turning black. I think from the stamping.
That doesn't smell good either, but just take it.
I'm wondering if this VersaFine ink is not doing well with the rubber stamps. Does it seem to, but it doesn't, it looks like it's staying on. But it has smeared on some of them, I've noticed. I didn't really notice what kind of ink they were using.
Oh wait, that actually smells so good.
What is it?
Fall.
It didn't get everything off, but it looks better and it feels better than it did.
Harvest.
Okay.
Napkins. We're talking about napkins.
Oh, anyway, so once you cut the napkins and everything and you peel the paper off, then you're stuck. You have this really nice sheet of what most people would throw away. But I'm thinking, oh, it almost looks like parchment paper. So I looked it up to see what I could do with it, and I saw that people were making those glassine bags with it. So I made some. And that's the end of that story. But it was a lot of fun. And the bags are so cute. They remind me of, I don't know, when we were young, we used to go to this candy store, and they would give you candy, and it'd be in, you know, little, they weren't in plastic bags like they are now. They'd be in like these little glassine bags. Or when you'd go to the drugstore, you know, they give you bags like that.
Carmen said show the bags.
I will show you one of them. I did do a video on, it's like a 60-second thing though.
Yeah.
No. Give me a smaller one.
What are you talking about?
See? Cute little bags. Actually, I'll leave this one here because I probably will store a bunch of the stamps in them.
Can you give me a piece of paper for this so I can start gluing them down?
Sorry, ma'am. Here.
Thank you.
But see, they're perfect. And they were so easy to make. And I used, once again, my little scallop scissors for them. I think I used these. I don't think I used the other ones. What, do you need the glue?
Yeah, but
Oh, you really need the mat.
I don't really want to get my hands sticky. Can you glue and I'll place?
That's not going to work.
And I'll cut too.
I still have a whole nother sheet to cut.
I want to cut the sheet. Can you just do this while I cut the sheet? I really don't want to get my hands sticky.
You don't have to. You cutting them out was fine. I'll do those probably later anyway.
Alright.
I'm probably not going to do them all right now. Because I don't want to really have to move all of this. Because I kind of got a thing going on here. See how cute these turned out? Whoops, that one's a little bit crooked.
I love those scissors. They're just so pretty, but they make an awful noise.
What? They don't make an awful... I don't mind the noise they make, but I guess I'm just... See, look. I mean, we have a lot of stamps already. And just from a little bit of washi tape. And I'm like... And I'm already thinking about, like, all the different... See, I definitely like them better on the lighter than on the brown paper. These don't even, like, feel as much like a stamp. I actually might...
What, on the lighter paper, on this paper?
No, I like them on the lighter paper. I don't like them on this dark paper, the first set that I did. These 4
Yeah.
that I did on the darker. I don't like it. They don't look as much like stamps to me as the lighter ones do.
Sorry.
These, I suppose, I could use in kind of like a country-ish journal. They might probably go better with that.
Yeehaw!
Yeah, kind of like, yeah. I have these stamps. I'm gonna, I had bought them from Crafter's Companion a few years ago. About the whole set. And they're kind of like farm. They're ducks and trucks and things like that. So, ducks. So I'm thinking about, you know, doing those. Maybe doing a journal with those or something. I don't know. Eventually. But I'm thinking about like all the people I want to make journals for and different things I can do for them. It's just something different. And I know I'm probably like way, you know, way behind the bandwagon here on all of this, but that's okay with me. I just go at my own pace, and if you want to come along for the ride, that's great. I appreciate you. These are way too close together. These are going to be a lot more difficult. I don't know why I put these so close together. I probably should be
I forgot what you used this for.
cutting these actually this way.
This
Let's
thing
try
here.
this.
What did you use this for?
It goes on the Cricut to support the mat.
How do you? Oh.
When you open the, it's closed right now, but when you open it, it goes on the lip of the thing.
Valerie said, "Icky and sticky hands means you've been crafting." I would say that's a great thing.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't like to be icky and sticky though. I'm like, oh, I never have. Which is kind of probably weird that I'm a crafter because I really don't like to be messy. And I feel like I'm constantly making messes, especially with stuff like this. I feel like I'm always making a mess. But yeah, it means I've been busy, I guess. When my kids were little, oh, I hated it when they made messes. Like when they played with Play-Doh, they had to play with it in the kitchen. I didn't want them playing it with it
I remember that.
in the living room where we get on the because we had carpet. No, you
Or
can
in
play with it.
our rooms.
No, not playing with it in your bedrooms either. You can play with it in the kitchen where I can supervise you and make sure you're not going to make a holy mess with it.
You didn't really like stickers either. Do you remember? I don't know who, but somebody put a sticker, like a Kroger sticker, on your car window.
Yeah, you can blame your brother and sister for that one.
Yeah.
Sadie and Vinny used to, every time we went to Kroger's, they would give the kids stickers, you know, and then my kids would put the stickers on the back windows.
Which those stickers are impossible to get off.
They are really hard to get off. It used to drive me crazy. All right, let's see how we do with these. Whoops, wrong scissors. I think I am going to bite the bullet and invest in Tim Holtz's scissors. I just think I would probably use them. So I think I am going to do that.
Probably use them.
Yeah, I do think I would use them. I can see, like, before I was like, oh, I've got my little scissors. You know, and for card making, yeah, that's probably fine. But I can see the use for them when you're working on bigger things. And a bigger pair of scissors, it's when you're cutting, it seems like it's easier to keep them straight to me for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's all in my crazy head. I don't know. But it does seem to me like that would be the case. We were talking about labels on things. I use my Cricut to label a lot of the stuff, especially bigger stuff. But I also have a small, like a label maker, and I bought the clear labels for it, and I use them a ton. I use it probably more than anything, and especially lately I feel like that I use it a lot. because I don't know, I like things that have labels on them, and even clear stuff, I still put labels on them, because I feel like I'm gonna forget or something. I don't know, but I don't have the best memory for sure, so maybe that's kind of just part of my little trick. Oh, this one's cute. I like these little, can you see the little,
Nope,
over this way?
Yep.
The little flowers. I mean, it really does kind of look like a stamp. And I think I mean, you could even ink them maybe with some of the vintage. Why not? Do you want to ink this real quick?
Sure, read the comment while I ink it.
An old teacher colleague of mine used to have a very messy desk. She said to me one day, if it ain't messy, it means I ain't working.
How does this fit on your finger?
On the tip of it. Just fits on the tip of your finger.
Which one do I do?
I think I just use the vintage photo, not the walnut.
What did you just drop?
I don't know, but I did drop something.
You dropped one of my things.
I'm sorry.
Disgraceful.
I would have found it eventually. I definitely would have found it because I just swept. I just vacuumed because I'm like, I've got, as much as I try to keep all the little pieces, they still get all over the floor. You all know how that goes. It still makes a mess.
That was really loud. I'm sorry. That just like flung somewhere.
And my nails this week are kind of crazy. I was trying to do like, oh, pastels for Easter, cute, and it was way more like kind of see-through than I anticipated. But
wait, how do I do this?
I didn't want to have to
just like on the edges.
Just on the edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta kind of hold it though to give it. I will say, I learned a kind of cool trick while I was watching. Oh goodness, I'm not gonna remember who it was. I kind of think it was. What's her name? It was Margaret from Seven Plaza. It was her. She was inking something that, the edges of something that were kind of flimsy, and she put like a piece of cardboard behind it, and it made it a lot easier. And I noticed when I was, because half of the glassine bags that I made, or glassine like, oh, see, that turned out really cute.
I know.
And look how black my fingers are again. Look at this. My hands are getting, but Sophie just, can you see this?
Yeah.
Inked around the edges of that. You did a good job.
I know.
I'm going to put you to work.
I'm a boss.
And just ignore my black tips of my fingers. I don't know what is going on. Something is rubbing off on my, it's got to be these stamps. But that should be, like, they should be dry by now. I don't know.
Maybe it's the material that the washi tape is on.
It's got to be. The material that the washi tape is on isn't absorbing the ink. So I'm wondering if I need to use a different ink on them. I have another.
There's your...
Oh, there is my...
Well,
I had blueberry crumble.
Add another one.
I'm not here. No, leave this one out here because I'm not going to remember that was in there. I also have Altenew. But I think this one's water-based.
I don't know which one what base is that one? Oil?
And this one, these inks confuse me. This is perfect for using watercolors to color stamped images. White edge of ink pad is normal. Brings out the finest details. So this says it's perfect for watercolors. And this says it's fast drying dye inks. Will give you uniform coverage and a crisp impression every single time. They're excellent for water-based techniques, which means this is good for watercoloring too. And perfectly complement our clear stamps. The lid snaps into base, create a handle for easy inking.
Valerie said
I never use this one.
Versifine.
Usually takes a little longer to dry. Do you think Altenew would be better for this?
Carmen said, same with me. I have to use the label maker or create my own, but everything has to be labeled.
Yeah, everything. I like labels. I might, when I ink the next set, I might try to use the Altenew. I don't usually use this one because... Stop tapping.
Yes.
Sorry. I don't usually normally use that one because I like the Versafine better. But for this purpose, I might try that and see if it dries quicker.
Do you want me to make the edges of some of them old, like the one that I did, or no?
Sure, you can if you want. Do you want to do some more?
I guess.
Here, you can do... Like, certain ones I might not... Oh, no. You can do any of them.
Where are the scissors from? Do you know?
These scissors?
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue. Did somebody ask? They don't have any... These are so old. They've got to be more than 20 years old.
I can find it. I am the biggest... If you ask me to find someone...
Take a picture of them and see if they come up.
Or something on the internet, especially someone, I'm like the biggest stalker.
That's because you guys grew up in that generation, so you're better at that kind of stuff than us. Here, they have my initials on them. I don't know why. I must have been taking them somewhere. Who knows where? I have no clue.
Children's scissors. I found them.
They're children's scissors?
They're on Shutterstock. What's the brand?
Children's plastic scissors isolated on white background.
No, that's on Shutterstock. Hold on.
Yeah, that's not right. I'm gonna look. I have... Let's see.
Oh, here they are.
These... See, these don't have a brand on them either. These are Fiskars, the bat-winged ones. These are Provocraft.
Provocraft?
Mm-hmm. These are Provocraft. These are... Most of these are Provocraft. And I would think I would have... Now I think... See, these are too big. Those are zigzaggy. Yeah, these are the only ones that I thought, oh, that will probably work. I did find, and I think it's on on Amazon UK, a pair of scissors that does the decaling. Which I kind of thought that might be cool.
Provocraft and Michael's brand. Is that where these are from?
Could have been.
Are those Provocraft? Do they have squared? Shut. No, they don't. I don't know. I found this picture, but it doesn't tell me the brand.
Yeah, no. They're so old. I don't know. I hate, but I'm sure that...
Gosh, I look so...
There are scissors out there that are like this. They've got to be.
I look so pale.
I mean, I assume that if you... Although, you shouldn't assume, but... I would think that there's got to be... I don't know. They don't even have a name like what they're called on them.
Oh. Valerie said it seems you have two types of ink. Pigment ink and dye ink. If you're going to use watercolor and water-based products, I think you are best to use pigment ink.
Pigment ink is the Versafine, and the dye ink is this Altenew.
Whoa.
I think when I these are both pretty old. I think when I started, like, kind of really getting into stamping, I had asked my cousin, and she was like, oh, you know, these two are probably the best ones, the ones that she uses the most or whatever. And so that's probably what I got. But I don't think I said, well, you know, which one do you use for which, you know, for what or whatever. And I never have really understood all that. I just kind of go with what works for me. And so far, the VersaFine, I've used it, you know, on watercolor paper with the watercolor pencils, and it works just terrific. But for this purpose, it's not working so great because the ink is getting all over my fingers.
Yeah, mine
and
too.
I'm not really liking that too much. So
Valerie said dye ink usually dries quicker. Carmen says Amazon has them and they are decorative scissors edges.
there you go.
There we go.
Thank you, Carmen.
This is like totally smudging. This isn't fun.
Then don't do it.
I don't know what's happening.
If you're not having fun, don't do it. This is my motto.
I don't know what's happening.
Because I said to Sophie, I was like,
I hate being dirty.
I'm going to do a mask make for live. I told her this like a couple days ago. Do you think everybody's going to be upset if I'm not going to do a card? And she's like, do whatever makes you happy. If mask making, you know, if that's what you want to work on, then you work on that. You know, you're not going to be able to please everybody. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I guess so. And I thought, you know, I can figure out if people aren't into, you know, the whole junk journal thing. I can figure out a way for them to use it. Oh, you did a good job, so.
This won't open.
What do you mean it won't open?
Oh. I will say this, I'm a very wise person.
And I will tell you that these stamps that I got them on Ally. I'm not going to lie. And I did not realize until I was watching something the other day that they are probably Tim Holtz.
Ooh.
But I already got them, and you know.
Oh well. You know
oh
what?
well. I can't really afford Tim Holtz. You know.
Ooh, can I do this strip?
And so, sure, you can if you want.
I love these.
I'll glue some more if you want. Do we have time still? A little bit. I'll glue a few more while you're cutting those. But, yeah, Ally. I got these on Ally, and I got a bunch of different ones, actually. That was like my treat to myself this month because I quit smoking, so that money that I would have spent, you know, the $20 or whatever, I use that to get crafts since I quit smoking 6 months ago. But so I spend the $20 on Ally, and I had ordered these thinking, oh, I'll be able to use them for the junk journals, and I have, and they're actually, what are you doing?
What?
These are not.
I didn't do it right?
Girlfriend, you did not do this right.
What do you mean?
Because have you ever looked at a stamp?
No, I don't mail things.
Ma'am, can you get this book, get that thing of stamps? Where is it?
I just text people. I don't send cards.
Okay, this is what real stamps look like.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And these are new. So, see kind of like how the edge,
yes,
how it's like that? Although it's not on every edge. I feel cheated that it's not on every edge.
Cheated.
I do. They're cheating me.
U.S. Postal Service.
The U.S. Postal Service is skimping on only 3 of my edges.
You'll be hearing from our lawyers.
Are cut correctly. The other ones are flat. But I got these so I could mail Easter cards. I did that. Sophie mailed them for me. But yeah. So if they just have a tiny little border around them. Some of these are actually kind of really little. I need to get some bigger. I'm going to try to see if I can get some wider washi tape. I like the 3/4. Because, like, how big are these? Although these aren't real big. Wait, where's the thing?
half an inch.
No, these are probably about 3/4. That's probably why I like it. I bet that's like the going rate for the size of a stamp is probably about 3/4. And these are probably about, I think this washi tape is like a half an inch. Yeah, it is. So 3/4 would probably work better, but hey, it's not going to really matter if, you know.
Oh wait, this is like a big stamp right here.
What do you mean? Leave that alone. That's not an actual stamp.
Well, it's a big one.
Well, no, it's not. It's the advertisement for the stamp.
Well, why do you want that?
Well, the stamps used to come in books. Now they come in, like, sheets. I don't know.
I remember
Everything
the books.
changes.
I remember when I asked you to buy frozen stamps and you said no. I was so mad.
Stamps are not cheap. Everything, like, the post office is getting more and more and more expensive.
Why can't
And
you
the service is getting worse and worse and worse and worse.
Hold on, I have to read the comments. Okay. Carmen said, try heating one up and see if it dries.
Heating it up with the hairdryer?
I don't know. Okay, Valerie said, have a great evening. Thank you for sharing with us.
Aw. Thanks, Val.
Carmen said, whatever makes your boat float. Whatever floats your boat.
Carmen likes Temu.
Yeah.
I have only ordered from there one time. I kind of find I've ordered from Ally for years and years and years, and my only complaint about Ally was that their shipping took, like a month or so. But they've stepped their shipping game up. Now their shipping usually comes within 2 weeks, and I'm okay with waiting that time. So I have everything that I saw on Temu, I could pretty much get on Ally. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stick with Ally. I can use PayPal with them, and I'll just, although I use PayPal with Temu too, but, I think anywhere, in this economy, any way that you can save yourself a couple bucks, I think is okay. I know some people don't agree with it. I know some crafters get upset about, Temu and Ally and everything, but, then they can give me the money to spend on crafts. Because, when you're on a fixed income, you only have, I'm working with so much here. So, and I still want to be able to, have some fun. So, but, all right. What do you think? I think we did a good job making look at all these. In an hour and a half, we made all these. I think I built up my stash, and Sophie cut a whole bunch more that I'll probably work on, sometime this week and finish those up. And with this, I think I've got a pretty good stash, started for a mass make. Pretty easy, not too hard. I was able to talk to you all and still kind of know what I was doing. And see my little bag? These will all fit just fine and dandy in here. For now, anyway. Although you can't see, you kind of can see through these, but these I don't know if this is their permanent home or not. I'll have to think about it. Might end up putting them in a clear case, because I think I'm gonna want to rummage through them, to pick which one, and I don't want to have to dump them every time I do that. So I'm probably gonna put them in a clear case where I can just open it and rummage through and pick which one I want and then move on. But I did notice when I was working on my journal on Sophie's journal, that having to stop and make, that's what takes the time to fill it in. So if you have a bunch of stuff like that already, heat with the heat gun, she said. Embossing gun. I have a heat gun. I will have to try that. Although, now they're in the bag. Hopefully they'll dry. At least the inside of the bag has that coating on it, so nothing's going to stick to that for sure. Aw. Valerie is leaving. Yeah. Yeah, she had to go, I think. Heat him with the heat gun. I didn't even know Norma. Norma, you're quieter than normal. She's usually... And do you know who's missing is Linda? Linda hasn't been on, has she?
Not today.
No, I don't think so. I hope she's okay. I worry about people when they're not on. Like, hey, what happened? Are you okay? I'll be knocking on your door. No, I'm just kidding. Like, where are you? What's wrong with you? Where were you? Where are you? But no, you just get used to certain people showing up, I guess. And when they're not, then you miss them for sure. But all right, I guess I'm gonna go and let Miss Sophie go play her
Roblox.
with, since she's on vacay.
Well, not with Courtney because she's playing Uno.
I do want to say, see the bottom of these pages, I kept them all because I noticed that you can use these little numbers and just put them places in your journals. So this is how crazy I'm getting about keeping stuff. My kids are going to kill me. They're not going to be.
Will.
Yeah, Sadie's probably not. Although she really liked the journal that I showed her. So if she wants one, then she's going to have to go along with the fun. So, but, well, thanks for joining me. Oh, she fell asleep listening to us talk. Oh, I'm sorry. I know we talk a lot.
We do talk a lot.
We are jabbers. We're jabber.
We're yappers.
We're yappers. Yeah, we are yappers. We can be when we want to be, can't we?
You can be.
I am kind of chatty, but you got to figure, I don't really talk to a whole lot of people.
You talk to me.
I talk to you, and I talk to Vinny.
And Sadie and Katie.
And my kids when they call, like, on the phone.
And
But other
Mickey.
than that, I don't see people, like, on a daily basis like some people
What
would.
about Richard?
I do talk to Richard sometimes, but all on the phone. But, like, I don't talk on a normal day, daily, during the day. Vinny's asleep. So I usually go, like,
I'm at
a
school.
day, like at least 8 hours without talking to anybody, usually.
I could not do that.
But I do. But that's why I like turning on the different channels. That's how I'm finding all these different crafters, getting all these really cool ideas. I keep on finding new people that I like. A lot of them are like from England and stuff. Aw. Thank you, Carmen. I'm glad you had fun. I really appreciate you showing up and hanging out with us, having a crafty chat. What do you think so? All right, I'm going to stop babbling and let y'all go and enjoy the rest of your night. I hope the weather's nice where you are and you get out and enjoy it a little bit. And I will see you next Monday. Sophie, you have to do this. Thanks. Ciao, everybody.